welcome to today's video. I'm going to tell you what this self-made campervan conversion contains.
Hey, how is it going? I'm a traveler from Finland who wanted to share adventures, technical challenges and fun of living in a self-made campervan. Welcome aboard!
First, we have the cabin. It is mostly dedicated to storage space, for example, extra insulation, some light stuff up here. Then there is clothes rack in the middle, and in the center there will be better storage space later when I have time to build it. We decided to keep the bulkhead in this campervan, firstly because of the insulation and the temperature regulation, and secondly for the privacy. That reason could be the layout, and you will see it soon when we go to the living area side. Behind the seats I have also extra storage space, for example my vacuum cleaner, like this. And there's also space in the passenger side. Right now the generator is traveling there during the winter, and I have also the cables for the grid power. We have also inserted one extra 230-volt plug here in the cabin, so I can use normal electrical appliances. For example, this lamp here. When I plug it in with the normal socket, I get electricity when the inverter is on. And I can use, for example, a laptop here in the cabin as well, if I want to. Let's go around the campervan. So I'll show you the external features. Here is the regular 230-volt power socket. It's for the grid power, so I can recharge the batteries from the wall. Here we have the lockable port for the freshwater inlet, so we can refuel our freshwater tank, which is inside the vehicle. Our grey water tank is 80 liters insulated tank, and I can empty it like this. Right above the grey water tank is the inlet and outlet air for the diesel heater. We have also inlet and outlet air for the diesel cooktop, and right between them is the chemical cassette toilet service hatch. In the cabin I have 12-volt to 12-volt isolated DC-DC charger of 18 amperes, and I have also plug-and-play port for the trickle charger of the Mercedes starter battery.
On the rooftop there are two rigid solar panels with bypass diodes that minimize the power drops caused by shade, so they provide input also in low light environments. One panel is 175 watts. They are paired in series with 100-volt 20 ampere MPPT solar panels charge control. The black round device is omnidirectional 5G antenna, which supports both GPS, GLONASS and cellular networks.
This is 5.9 meters long, 2.7 meters tall, medium wheelbase Sprinter. The engine has 120 kilowatts of power, and the weight of this vehicle after campervan conversion was 2.86 tons measured at the registration inspection. And the maximum gross weight of this vehicle is 3.5 tons, but I usually travel with 3.1 or 3.2 tons of weight. So I have no problems at climbing hills with this engine. And this has cruise control, parking sensors, automatic transmission, and also the air suspensions in the driver's seat. So it's really nice to drive long distances.
Here is a smart demonstration of air suspension springs. Additional features of this panel van are air conditioning in the cabin, engine preheater and heated seats.
Now the campervan interior overview. As you have already seen, this campervan doesn't have any side windows, and it is for the security and temperature control reasons. Instead of that, this has 3 roof windows. One of them has the ventilation machinery. All the roof windows are equipped with the mosquito nets and blackout curtains. The lack of side windows is compensated by light colors, and the upholstery is Baltic birch with white translucent paint, and this fabric is designed for sailing boat interiors, so it withstands moist conditions and prevents mildew. The interior lights are separated to 2 different circuits. each of them has their own dimmable switches, like these. Each of the lights has luminous power of 215 lumens, and the color temperature is 5000 Kelvin, which corresponds to the daylight color. One of the best parts in this camper van is the mud entrance. It's especially good near swamps, beaches, and in thick Finnish snow. It's very easy to clean, and I can also leave my shoes here during the winter and rainy days. Perfect. Here's the kitchen. It has an 80-liter compressor fridge and a freezer department. There's also some space for cutlery and a tailor-made storage space for the pans and kettles. There's also a 6-kilogram powder fire extinguisher for fire safety, some rubbish bins where we can separate the waste and recycle, and up here in the corner there is one regular 230-volt AC power socket which is connected to 16 ampere fuse with appropriate wiring harness sizes. I will talk more about these electrical wire sizes when I talk about electrical setup. On the right side of the kitchen there is a regular water tap with standard parts, so it's easy to repair if something goes broken. On the left side in the kitchen there is a diesel cooktop with 2 hot plates, and this cooktop takes its diesel fuel directly from the vehicle's fuel tank. But more important for me, there is a regular microwave oven with a lot of cooking options. And I might be lazy, but I'm actually using this one more than the cooktop. This is what the camper van normally looks like, and there is no office space deployed, and the bed is on the side.
The bed contains plastic bed system components which let the mattress breathe and prevent mildew. The luxurious bed is 2 meters long and 1.4 meter wide, which is really good for the tall people.
There is the sofa with some pillows and blankets, and they are actually the ones that I use when I'm sleeping. Here is the water system. And next to it is the heating system. Let's talk about these two a little bit more. Here is an 80-liter freshwater tank, and it contains silver ion filtration and cleaning system. From the freshwater tank, the water flows to the particle filtration, which is before the water pump, and from the water pump it goes to accumulator, which stabilizes the water pressure, then to the adjustment valve and the pressure indicator. Right now our water system is set to 2 bar pressure. From the pressure indicator it goes to the hot and cold water circuits, which are in the heater side. In this heater compartment we have both the water boiler, the heater for the air inside the living area, and also cold and hot water circuits. Starting from the water circuits. The cold water goes to the junction where it separates to cold circuit to the shower and to the circuit that goes to the hot water boiler. Before it reaches the hot water boiler, there is a back pressure valve and shut-off valve, and right now our hot water system is shut off because I don't need to warm water right now. Before the boiler there is an automatic frost control valve that directs the water outside of the camper van when the temperature goes near 0 Celsius. We have also a separate draining valve for the cold water circuit, but that is manually used. We use it for the winterizing of the camper van. The hot water boiler is integrated in the Truma heater, which is D6E model, so it uses diesel fuel and draws it directly from the vehicle fuel tank. The capacity is 10 liters of 60 degrees Celsius water, which is plenty of water for washing hair properly. Of course, there are the 4 heating air ducts distributed evenly to the camper van and especially near the door seams, so the hot air blocks the draft from the door. Naturally, for the safety, this camper van is equipped with carbon monoxide detector and the standard fire detector. And I have talked about the perfect insulation of this camper van already in a separate video, so please have a look at it there. This camper van has fully waterproof bathroom with both hot and cold water. And it has also the chemical cassette toilet, which I can flush with the press of the button, like this. We have some drying racks for clothes. It is especially good in rainy weather. And of course some storage space, shelves like these. But the best part is that there are 2 separate water drains on the floor, and it compensates the fact that the camper van is never parked fully level, so we can drain the water out from the floor. And the floor itself is fully heated, and it makes it really divine to stand in here in the cold winter months. This camper van has also extra window in the bathroom, which makes it really practical when we dry clothes here. The floor is warm, so the water vapor goes out of the window. Now we can focus mostly on the storage spaces for a second. Here, the last compartment is for just general stuff, laundry, backpacks, water bottles, everything that is not having a place anywhere else. Here, on the left side, there are 2 separate drawers for clothes and electrical stuff, and also some hooks where we can aerate our clothes. I also have the dehumidifier in place because in winter this camper van collects a lot of moisture. The clothes rack I'm especially proud of. It's an invention of hangers, I think it's called in English. But anyway, it's very good for merino wool and it lets the clothes breathe. When I lived in Tanzania, I recognized that even the best quality clothes, they get mildew easily if you stock them neatly in the closed drawers. So I designed this everything to be very open so all the clothes can breathe. The clothes rack is attached to a drawer that contains my dry food collection. Above the dry food storage there is a laptop rack and also 6 power sockets of 230 volt AC. We are getting closer to the exciting part, the electrical system. The heart of our electrical system is behind this plywood panel. It is 2.4 kilowatts multi+2 inverter, and behind the structures are also the isolated DC-DC charger, which I mentioned earlier, 2 lithium iron phosphate batteries, each of them 170 ampere hours of capacity, and also the solar panel's charge control unit, which is connected directly to the batteries. This electrical system consists of different sizes of wiring harnesses, each measured and built for their purposes and to withstand vibrations and temperature changes. We used both twin core and single core wirings of sizes 6 square millimeters, 2.5 square millimeters, 1.5 square millimeters, and for some short connections 0.75 square millimeters. And our largest diameter cable is 70 square millimeters and it goes from battery to the bus bars. Let's go through some of the visible components. Here is 12-volt negative bus bar, and here are 3 relays for heavy appliances such as water pump. Here are 12-volt fuses for control systems, and they have their own circuit for security reasons. Here are more 12-volt fuses, and they are for appliances. On the right, we have the brain of the system, which is Victron Servo Communication Center, and below it is the wall power main switch and main fuse, 230-volt AC circuit breakers and residual current relay. Below we have main fuse and the battery protector, the shunt, negative bar and the positive bus bar. And there is more! We are back at the heaters compartment. We have additional 12-volt fuses for toilet seats water pump, kitchen and bathroom lights, kitchen control panel, USB power sockets, and of course for the carbon monoxide alarm. I use electricity for cooking and mostly for working in the office. And this is the office setup. I have a powerful laptop, 27-inch monitor and ergonomic working station. The internet is wireless and it's provided by a local SIM card. This was pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding this camper van or comments, I'm happy to reply. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!